Hi guys, it's Alec here, and I wanted to show you guys a computer's logic quickly. So over time, I've realized that you actually often find yourself in quite a problematic environment if you don't understand how a computer thinks. So that's between inverted commas, think, because a computer, in my opinion, doesn't think. It actually just does whatever you tell it to do. But if you don't know how it reacts to certain data types, you could be quite frustrated and actually find yourself doing things way longer. Okay, so what I want to do here is quickly sort data. Okay, so most of us understand the concept of A, B, C, D, so alphabetical sorting. So we understand if we're going to put here A and then C and B, the computer automatically, if we go to data and we say sort, it's going to say ABC. All right, so that's logical to us. Another thing that's also logical is actually if we type here, let's type my name, Alec, and we type Adam, and then we type something like let's see if we can do Alfred. Right. All right. So, oops, that's double L. Let me just go back there. All right. So if I now sort this, we also understand this quite well because we get accustomed to the way that a name is alphabetically sorted on the first letter and then it jumps to the second letter. So D is first in in the second letter and then L, and then to the third letter E is in front of F on Alfred, and that's ultimately how it now is logical for us. But what we don't always understand is how numbers work. Okay, so I'm going to spend a quick bit of time just on that. All right, so how do numbers work and why is it important to understand, especially if we start dealing with data and we're trying to get grips of it. All right, so let's put something like 1, 2, 3 here, and then we put something like 8, and then we go back to 6. All right, so how's it going to sort this for us? All right, so let's actually do 10 here at the bottom, and then we go back to 9. How is this going to sort? Okay, so we're going to do this, and we're going to say data and A to Z. All right, so it sorted it as we thought, sequentially, 1, 2, 3, as mathematically it would. If I, however, change this to do something like the following, I say, change this into a piece of text for me and make that into just, something that ultimately reads like this. Okay, so what does Excel do? Firstly, just visually, numbers are automatically right aligned, and non-text is aligned to the left. That's why if I write here Alec, it doesn't jump to the right. So this 1, 2, 3, it's actually reading as text. So I've just sorted this AB, alphabetically. But it's gone 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I sort this, so I'm just going to first, just quickly copy this and paste as values. Quick shortcut there is Shift Control V. That's a nice new shortcut. If I now sort this text environment, check out what happens. I say yes, continue with current selection, and check where the 10 lands. All right, so it's doing the same thing, funny enough, that ABC does. It says 1 is a text, so then 1, and then the next number goes 0. So that's, it's 1, 1, and then 0 is next, and then only 2 hits. So if I'm going to put something like 101 here at the bottom, all right, there it jumps to the right. So I'm just going to put a little comma there. Was that apostrophe, right? Okay, so I'm just going to put that there, and again, say data sort this for me. What do we think will happen? Most of us now, if we see this, we know 101 jumps there. So why? Because 1, 1, 1 first, and then 2, 2, 2, and then it jumps to the second character, and it goes 0, 0, and then the third one, 1, and then only goes back to 2 because 2 is after 1. So it doesn't see it like 101. So just something to be very careful of. So how do you fix something like this to ultimately help you make sure that you want it to read like a normal number, because sometimes you have environments like this. It goes, you actually want leading zeros on it. So what is a leading zero? It's something that starts with 0 and ends with 1. So let's say I wanted to type 1001, enter, it removes it. You don't always want that, especially in something like an accounting, and account numbers, etc. So how do we fix that? So let's go back here and we go text, and we want to change everything to, let's say, 4 characters long. Okay, so we go and say, take that for me and change it for me to 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. And what happens? There we go. Now the nice thing is, what do we get now when we do sort this? I'm going to Control C that and just paste values. That is now a value. You'll see that formula is removed, has gone away. Now if I go and say data sort A to Z, continuous current selection, and you'll see suddenly 101 is popping here at the bottom. So that helps you to deal with this, conundrum of text, also helping you to make, fixed length text, because obviously often you actually want fixed lengths. And it helps you understand how the computer is thinking, because it could be quite frustrating sometimes to try and deal with, especially numbers, when it becomes seen as is it seen as text, because if you often draw data out of databases and then it is coming out as text, and you actually don't want to change it to a number, um, because you're going to lose leading zeros perhaps, and that's a big no-no in data language. You actually want to keep your leading zeros, and then you can deal with it in a way, like this. At least if you understand it, you can do something with it. All right, guys, that's data sorting for you. Just a bit of computer logic, and specifically on numbers. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Have a good one. All right, bye.